Homework 4A, lesson 4.2, problem 9 is asking many photocopy machines allow you to scale a picture. You enter the desired percent and press copy. So you can make, using the photocopy machine, you can make it bigger or smaller. And if you enter 80%, what factor do you scale the picture? So that's problem number 9, part A. So scale factor is always either fraction or decimal, so what would that be? Part B is to scale a picture by the factor 3/4, what percent should you enter? So simply change the fraction to the percent. Number 10, label the two scalings as same or different. Scaling by 2 and scaling by half. Are they the same or different? So obviously scaling by more than 1, greater than 1, is making things bigger, and if it's low, if the number is somewhere between 0 and 1, then it gets smaller. So part A is not really the same, although it's reciprocal, but if you scale something by 2, things get bigger and each side gets twice as longer. But if you scale by half, that means each side will be, that's by 2, each side will be half as big, so it gets smaller. So apply this idea to the rest of the problem from problem number 10. Problem number 11. Give a scale factor that changes the quadrilateral MEOW as indicated. Shrink it, so make it smaller. That's what it means, and enlarge it. So in order to make it smaller, what scale factor should you use? Should that be 2, 3, 4, or a half, or 1/3, and so on and so forth? How about what scale factor should you use to enlarge it? That's problem. Problem 12, a rectangle has width 12 inches and the length 24 inches. You scale it using the following factors. In each case, what are the dimensions of the scaled rectangles? So part A, you're gonna make it, you're gonna scale it by 1/3, so things get smaller. So each side will be 1/3 of what you have. So for the 12, you shrink it. So the new length will be 1/3 as much as 12, therefore it's going to be 4. And the width or length will be 1/3 of 24, so it will be 8. Use this idea for the rest of the problem. Problem number 13. Examine each pair of figures below. What scale factor can you apply to figure X to get figure Y? So let me just do A, and I'll have you do the rest of them. So we got the parallelogram, 12 by 12 by 12 by 12, and the smaller one we have 4 by 4 by 4 by 4. So obviously it gets smaller, so 12 times what is 4? So if we go smaller to the bigger one, it's easy because all we have to do is multiply by 3. But going backwards, we multiply by 1/3, so the scale factor is 1/3. Problem number 14. Jamal scales the triangle by the factor 4. How many copies of the original triangle can he use to fill the scaled copy? So for example, let's say we have 1 by 2 by let's say 3 by 2 by 6. And you scaled it by 4. That means each length will be 4 times as big as the original. So now it's going to be 12 by 8 by 24. How many original triangle will be fit in there? I want you to remember that if we have a square and if we scale it by 3, we know that, let's say 1 by 1 by 1 square. If you scale by 3, now we're going to have 3 by 3 rectangles, but the area wise it will be 9 times, so 9 of the original will be fit in the bigger square. So apply that idea to problem number 14, and that is the end of lesson 42.